Tēnā koutou ngā tangata a Tavua, which means hello everyone, hello beautiful people, and welcome to this powerful interview. I'm Carmelle Riley from Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'm a co-host of the Manifestival 888, and I'm tuning in from the Waitakares in the North Island with Mayell in Rapa Nui, Sumner and Christchurch, which is the South Island. Kia ora, Mike.
Namaste, kia ora, everyone.
It's wonderful. Thanks for joining us. It's really early in the morning, isn't it?
It is. I'm sitting here on a rock in Sumner, Christchurch, at the beach, and the sun rose about 15 minutes ago, and I witnessed another beautiful sunrise, and I'm thrilled to be here to share some, to answer some questions and share what I'm up to generally, and with this Manifestival in a couple of weeks' time. So,
awesome. That's fantastic. So for those of you who don't know, Mike is Day-7 host of the Manifestival 888. So there's 6 days that precede you, Michael, and you come on Day-7. And so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about you, and then about what you will be sharing with people at this Manifestival, and maybe just about your views on manifestation. So let's start with you. Do you want to share a little bit about Mayell and how you get to be the beautiful soul that you are in our oath today?
How I get to be, thank you, Carmelle. I'd love to share that. My whakapapa story, I believe, is called in Indigenous New Zealand language. And so, basically I'm 63 years old, and I live in a van now, and I watch every sunrise, and I've been doing this for 3 years. And so I just live the most absolute blessed life. I spend 4 hours every day alone in nature, often witnessing beautiful sunrises like this in Golden Bay completely alone. And I've discovered that silent solitude, awe-inspiring nature is the opposite of trauma. It gets in and it changes you, and it's definitely had a big impact on me over the last 3 years. And I'll share more about that in the 1 hour that we're going to get together. But I got to this position at the age of 60. I was born in Dunedin, spent 2 years there, and then I had 58 years in Christchurch. And during that period, I focused on 2 things: spirituality and starting businesses, and having a family. And so that's what I did for basically 58 years. And then 6 years ago, my mother died. 5 years ago, my father died. 4 years ago, my last 2 teenage children left home. And I could walk around the house naked again. Probably should never have worn clothes in the first place, then that wouldn't have been a problem. But anyway, and then 3 years ago, or 3.5 years ago, I turned 60. I moved into a motorhome with a poodle, and set out to watch every sunrise for the year as a mobile monk in a motorhome. And I just had lots of silence during that period, and lots of forest bathing, and just time with the poodle and I in nature, huge big walks. And at the end of that period, I moved to Golden Bay and started living in Golden Bay, and that's where my new home is now. I'm in Christchurch now, but I'm at least 3 weeks a month in Golden Bay, and for the first couple of years I had a lot more time than that. And so now I'm in Golden Bay because I'm working on 3 projects basically, and one of them is starting a regenerative eco-village. We want 1,000 eco-villages in the future, but the first one, which I want to be there for, I want to be in Golden Bay, and so all the people that are being attracted to the project are those that also want to be in Golden Bay for the first one. But ultimately, as I said, there'll be 1,000. And And so that's kind of, and then the other two projects that I'm working on at the moment are a regenerative food called Help, which is a combination of hemp and kelp. And it's got incredible nutritional benefits, and it's also regenerating the planet because hemp and kelp are two of the most regenerative plants on the planet. And so that product was just launched actually about a week ago, and there's a website, helpenz.com. So if you'd like to have a look at that, you can see that there. And the other project that I'm working on is drinkable rivers, which is something I started 7 years ago, and it's a moonshot vision of drinkable rivers in our lifetime. And this is my main reason for being there, because I believe that to die a noble death, we need to leave the world a better place than we found it, taking everything into consideration. And I started a cookie company 41 years ago that's gone on to become New Zealand's favourite cookie company. And, then 10 years ago I became vegan, so now I'm a vegan and own a cookie company selling cookies with butter and eggs. And that was
sugar. Don't forget
and sugar. Butter, eggs, sugar. Sorry. Sugar's not vegan though, right? Oh, lovely.
When she came in, she was like pouring at the door. She heard you. She's like,
I wonder what that means. We need to look up the spiritual significance of the cat, because that should come in and must be very boring.
She interrupted you.
So drinkable rivers in our lifetime is the moonshot vision, and everything that I'm doing now, from the health, the hemp, the health product, and the neighbourhood, and all the other initiatives that I'm working on, are all about hopefully getting the Canterbury Plains back to how they were 40 years ago, when we could drink our rivers here in New Zealand. Now 62% of the rivers are unswimmable. It's our dirty little secret. Every country's got at least one. And that's ours. And I'm working to bring coherence to my incoherence, and to my incoherences, and bring coherence to this beautiful land of Aotearoa. We have the most beautiful country here, with incredible scenery and amazing nature. But when you sort of realise that you can't even swim in the rivers, let alone drink them, it's kind of like, what the fuck?
Can you pan round just to the sunrise again, so we can give some people a bit of a light?
Yeah,
I was going to say.
Yeah, good, exactly, because it's all about the light.
The light.
The light.
That's your message, isn't it? Like, so tuning into the atua, as I'd say, or the nature's elementals, your connection with nature through the river, through the land, through the food you eat, through the way that you live. That's your message.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue, the biggest problem, the biggest challenge is that we've lost our connection with Mother Earth.
Yeah.
We just literally don't spend any time in reverence with Mother Earth, and we wear shoes that disconnect us from the frequency, and we're inside all the time. And in artificial, there are no straight lines in nature. We're in a city with straight lines everywhere. It's just a totally foreign environment. And the fundamental thing we need to do is swap indoor screen time for outdoor nature time. And the most important environment that we need to manage is our life environment. We've lost connection with Mother Earth, but we've completely forgotten about the unconditional light
of Tamanuitira.
Abundant energy, the primordial vibration of our Father Sun, without which Mother Earth would be a rock. So we are light. We are literally light. I am the light. You are the light. We are the light. It's all light. It's all right. And we need to reconnect with Mother Earth, and we need to remember that this is our Father. All of our fathers. And so I love the idea of bringing that sun worshipping, of reminding everybody of this reality, and that many people, many races in the past worship the sun. So I've got a whole story around that. But yes, fundamentally, from a health point of view, I think that being bare feet watching the sunrise is probably the healthiest thing you can do, because there are so many benefits, and I'll get into those benefits when we talk.
You brought up a really good point, because actually you inspired. I mean, I've had my shoes off and bare feet. I've been on barefoot on the beach in -4, I think. And can you talk about being barefoot? Because I think the barefoot revolution is going to take over the world.
The barefoot revolution is taking over the world. That's right. Well, there's my bare feet. You know, whether I can even bloody show them here, but they're down with somewhere.
That's an awesome view. Thank you.
Well, 3.5 years ago, I bloody came across Grounded, the Netflix movie, and realised that it's all about getting it. And this is all just, for me, it's about 4 years I've been waking up to this reality that we are nature. We need to get back to being in nature, not doing in an artificial world, right? From doing in an artificial world, in a man-made world, to being in nature. That's the transition. So I took my shoes. That was the other thing. So basically 3.5 years ago, I moved into the motorhome and I took my shoes off, and I basically was bare feet and watched every sunrise. And my feet, when I took my shoes off, all my toes were squished together. You couldn't see any light between my toes at all, right? And my father had terrible bunions. And so I'm now bloody looking at my feet, white and toe. One toe's nearly going over the other one. Well, now I've got gaps between my toes. I'm not yogi feet yet. I'm not, some people can move each toe individually. I'm not at that level yet, but hey, I'm only 3 years into bare feet. Give me another 7 years, my feet are going to be amazing.
I know, but our ancestors, I know mine are not that far off. They were all barefooted. Although my Naitapu cousins tell me they always had some form of shoe, but because it was so cold and snow is a different thing. But I definitely think that there's something in the barefootedness that are tuned you vibrations of earth.
Absolutely huge. Get outside and put your bare feet on the bare ground. There are a whole lot of benefits from it. I mean, but in the Netflix movie, it shows all the advertisements for rubber-soled shoes when they came out, convincing everybody that these are the new thing. You get more spring in your step. And this movie, basically the invention of the rubber-soled shoe was the single biggest, has caused more health implications than any other invention in the history of the world, is what this movie is what the movie says. So yes, we don't need shoes. And the other thing about not having shoes is I don't have to have shoes, right? So I don't have to worry about them, and I don't have to buy them, and I don't have to store them in my little camper van, right? I'm saving a fortune. And tell you what, when I was in Germany in the supermarket, I went to Europe and India looking at eco villages and spiritual communities.
Europeans,
project.
They don't like barefoot.
Oh my God! This woman looked at my feet. She looked at my feet. She looked at me. And then she looked at me with the most
disdain.
Yes, the disdain. That's the word. That was the word. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, Mike, that's really awesome. I know that we've got limited time, and I know you're going to get back to your sun worshipping practice. Probably you're going to get in the water today, and I know you're going to be barefoot. So just wanted to recap for everyone. I think your day is November 21.
Okay, I can't recall, but that sounds about right.
And your day so people want to connect with you, they can go to Manifestival 888 and find you on day 7 and find out about you. But just in case people are really interested, where will you send people to look next if they want to connect a little bit more deeply about your message to the world, Michael?
Right. Okay. Well, I do have a website, michaelmayell.com, and you can contact me by my email there. And it'll it's flourish@michaelmayell.com. My helpnz.com is the superfood company or the regenerative food company. And the main project that was really where I'm putting most of my energy at the moment is Neighbourgood, and the URL for that website is neighbourgood.org. Yeah, neighbour, but it's any with a U. Neighbour with a U, good. But you'll find it if you just search for neighbourhood. Although there is a neighbourhood in South Africa too, but you will find it there. We've got quite a good website with it now. So yeah, those are the three. And drinkable rivers is there too. But just I would go to neighbour. I would go and have a look at what neighbourhood's all about. That's really the most exciting thing that I'm working on, from my point of view.
And if people want to move to Takaka in or Mokua in Aotearoa, then join the world's first neighbour good eco village, founded around these principles of connection and spirituality. They can look you up and join you on day 7, November 21.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the neighbourhood then, because I think this eco village movement is massive, growing. So many people are wanting to running towards a nature-based lifestyle. You know, more and more people are going, I'm over the 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, work for the man. You know, I mean, still fringe, but it's a big growing movement. There's over 10,000 eco villages on Earth right now. So, and yeah, we're aiming for 1,000 for New Zealand. That would be an amazing achievement. 1,000 villages of 134. That's 134,000 people. And that's an interesting number.
It's about half of Christchurch, isn't it? Half of Christchurch.
It is about half of Christchurch.
I don't know if I could see them all.
Yeah, the neighbourhood's kind of like that would make the neighbourhood of 144 people the biggest city of New Zealand. Oh my God, I'm going to market it that way. So,
thank you, dear friend. Thank you, co-host number 7 of the Manifestival 888. We will see you on November 21, and people can reach out to you in between. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you. Namaste.